Ladies and gentlemen, Kuzangpo, and welcome back again to the BOB Women's National League. Today is one of the better matchups in this league. It is Transport United ladies facing off against the mighty THIMPHU City, led by the women's national team captain Bima Charan. Just to give you a quick rundown on the players on the field today. For THIMPHU City, they have quite a stacked lineup. Bimongmo on goal with 20. Bima Charan Sring, as always, their captain. Number 6, Somcharan 4. Kamazangmo, 9. Brea Gale, 11. Jamang Charan. 12. Sunita Rai, 13. Tanyong Mutamang. 14. Melam Cheki, 19. Lali Ativo, whom you are seeing up front. 28. And Sring Yangdin, 29. The starting lineup for THIMPHU City women's. While for Transport United ladies, we have Pimayang Zum on goal, number 16. Pooja Rai, the captain for today, number 2. Jimmy Choren for Nimaselden, 5. Ngong Choren, 9. Hishi Choren, 11. Ganga Gale, 14. Jimmy Azom, 15. Tashong, 17. Riang Jixil Wangchu, 19. And Kalong, 21. Head coaches, Hishi Wangchu for Transport, and Laksimi Suba for THIMPHU City Women's. For the referees, it will be Sring Choren, the main referee, assisted by Kinzang Choren and Prem Kumari Sunar. The fourth official for today will be Limbu Birman. Birman Limbu. So far, plenty of exchanges of back and forth between the two teams. THIMPHU City, definitely the stacked lineup. You do have to appreciate the personnel that are out in blue. Also, Transport United are the ladies in red. THIMPHU City, the ladies in blue. Transport United ladies did lose some of their key players from last season. From those who already played, it was Sangadima who held down their centre-back position, who we also play for Borough Women's. They did end up losing to RTC 8-0. But as to how it will affect Transport United ladies in their run this season, as there is a fantastic breakaway on that left wing cross delivered inside off to the side of the posts. Brilliant run from Kelden Wangmo. And it does not seem like Transport United will be joking this season despite the loss of their key personnel. Also, do apologize if I sound like I am a little bit out of breath. I did have to run quite a bit to get to where I am now. So thank you for your understanding. We are still facing issues with our ground sound, so sincere apologies. We do have to divide our equipment between the broadcast up in RTC and the broadcast here in Changlimitang, and as such, we did end up compromising a bit given the resources we have. So our sincerest apologies, and do thank you for your patience, as there is Transport United ladies losing no initiative against the stacked THIMPHU City women's team. Also, if you follow Transport United on their social media pages, it does seem like they have committed to giving more opportunities to their youth side and promoting young talent. As to whether it will impact the positioning in the league, and especially in the men's league, where the newly promoted teams were giving it their best, were giving the belt to the teams at the top, where Drukpa FC won 4-2 against Borough FC, it will be a question to see whether Transport United can hold their own as the top 4. As there is a brilliant shot from distance. Not quite enough to threaten THIMPHU City. the players to watch out for. You do know you have to watch out for the captain, Pema Chodin, sitting absolute motor on the number 6 for Thimphu City, is donning the captain's armband as always. Natural leadership, football blood in her family. Her hustle, her energy has been a thing of beauty ever since I started watching women's football. So kudos to her, but they do have a strong signing up front there. Number 28, Holali Ativo was absolutely strong. If you noticed on that challenge earlier, she jumped over her defender. An athletic capacity we do not normally see in the women's league. Brilliant through ball there, brilliant positioning from Ishi Chodin, but just a tad too offside. Do let me know which players you are rooting for, which teams you will be rooting for as in this women's national league. There are plenty of capable and talented footballing women in Bhutan. So it has been a pleasure to watch as there is Ativo. Fantastic breakaway, separated herself from her defenders in the blink of an eye. Fortunate for Transport United, they were safe from that one-on-one against the goalkeeper with an offside flag from the assistant referee. And it will be a restart for Transport United. The first match, RTC 8-0 against Paro Women's. A solid performance from the defending champions. Yesterday it was a more relaxed match between Tirang and United Finsling, where we ended up with 1-1 draw. Fantastic save from a penalty as well to keep it at that score, but hopefully today will be a different story. These two teams are legends in the footballing scene here in Bhutan. As there is again an attempt down that left flank. One more for Transport United again. Fantastic pace on the young lady. So far, Transport United with a clear initiative. Thimphu City do have the stacked roster up front with Sunita, Holali and Bimachurin, but so far they have been unable to make use of their strong three up front. Puja with that throw in directly towards Thimphu City. It is Tashi Wangmo on the end of it. Anyone's ball. There is Kelton Wangmo on that left. She has been lethal, but this time she was offside. Did not expect that ball to come back her way. Expected Thimphu City to get away with it. Ended up biting her back. Transport United with that clearance. Puja, simple pass. Teshuangmo, brilliant through ball out to that right, but it might have been a bit too hard. Had that vision, saw Ishichoden on that run on down on that right flank. But it will be a goal kick for Thimphu City. 10 minutes in right now. The signs of a storm brewing here in Changlimitang. Sunita, fantastic one touch. Could not get that ball back. And it is Transport United ladies. They have the personnel, intercepted by her own teammate. One more. There is the pace on Holali. Holali indeed, as she has that one-on-one. Can she finish? No! Fantastic save from Pema Yangzom, denying that brilliant run. Transport United, fantastic defense again. Heroics From the goalkeeper, Pema Youngzom keeping things level, holding the back line down. Holali, a clear pace advantage. But the goalkeeper, she could not beat at all. But I have a weird feeling that this is the signs of greater things to come from THIMPHU City. Transport United, fantastic job given the roster they have right now. Brilliant job from their head coach, Yisha Wangchu. Fantastic on that pass, almost on the line. Chimiang's fantastic run as well. But it does roll away a tad too far, and it will be a throw-in for THIMPHU City Women's. Bemachurin with that interception on that touch from Pooja. Sriyanjan. Brilliant pace on that cross. But this time Holali not the pace. She once shoves her down, and a corner has been awarded. Not enough strength on that challenge to warrant a whistle, and it will be corner for THIMPHU. Call has been turned around. A goal kick has been signalled instead. Handshakes between Holali. And Ganga Kale. Definitely a senior presence here with the late Transport United ladies side. Was a part of that Transport United ladies run in Nepal, where they participated in the SAF Club Women's Championship. Jaman Churin. Also, much love to our dear viewers who are tuning into the Women's National League. It is a rare sight to see so many viewers, but for Bhutanese football, our best odds at international success has always been more with the women's side. Although our men's side is physically and technically better, the women's, compared to their peers internationally, is in another level altogether. As there is the signs of that as well. Fantastic series of one touches leading up to that. Unfortunate error for Transport United as Thiringangden takes it down. Brilliant pass out to that right. Priya Gale is on that run, has one to mark her. Cross delivered inside, it will be Sunita. Can she get it inside? Cleared at the line by Transport United. What a defense. Holali. Sunita couldn't get that header in, and off of their own man. Finally poked inside by Pema Choden Tsering. Shot attempts from all three forwards. None could get in except for the captain herself. What a job well done from the defense of Transport United. Had a goal line clearance there, alongside a couple of fantastic saves. But unrelenting pressure, one after the another, like water on stone. Eventually it broke it down. What a brilliant opening in the first quarter of an hour of this match. And Transport United ladies are now on the back foot. They had the clear initiative. They are obviously physically mismatched against Holali Ativo, who has abnormal pace. Pooja. Chase back. Brilliant decision from the goalkeeper. There is the captain, Pemachurin, her signature headband and a braided hair. Ball placed inside, but brilliant read for Pema Yangzum to grab it before anyone else. Brilliant ball. Played long. The goalkeeper cannot get enough power in the clearance. Transport United ladies. A bit of confusion, but does manage to recover. Brilliant bit of skill there. One touch. Fantastic. Gets that shot off. Deflected. Brilliant recovery by Somcharan. Costly slip up there from the goalkeeper. Brilliant series of passes again from Transport United. Their development definitely noticeable. The accuracy and composure on this passes are not a sight you see every day. Pass intercepted. It is again Pooja Rai. Pass played off to Kalnwangmo. Has that runner on her left, but did not expect it. Pemachuran now on the counter attack. Has that pace against Nima Selden. She is taking it in herself, but that cross inaccurate. Jambyang on the recovery. Thimphu City. Initiative on offense. Pemachuran offside, unfortunately. Brilliant pass there from Transport United ladies, but the offside flag raised again. Pooja, plenty of options, decides to play it safe down the line. Kalwangmo, brilliant pass middle, but Jamyang on the interception. Pemachuran gets it back and will get to reset the attack. Lali. Transport United, that was a brilliant cross, but the goalkeeper right up to clean it up, but not enough power again on the clearance. Sunita on that one-on-one down that left flank where she really enjoys being there. She can use her pace to her fullest down on those flanks. This time does manage to play it safe and plays a safe pass instead, but does lose it. Transport United ladies. Brilliant pass down on the left. Kalinomo will get to it this time. Has that one-on-one and decides to pass it off. A brilliant one touch back to Kellen. Did not expect it again. Thimphu City. Brilliant footwork there by the captain, but a bit rushed on that clearance. Fantastic press there from Ngongcharan, but immediately stolen away by Jamyang. Pemachuran again with that footwork. This time Sunita is onside. Thimphu City. Also, it seems like there is a lot of discussion regarding how I operate. But yes, I do stay here physically at Changlabitang. I do the away games online. We do have a system, a software by which we can do it. And then I have to physically run to the top where the actual station is for the women's game. And also my sincerest apologies for my slow growth and my tone. I do appreciate all the feedback. Thank you for giving me a direction I can improve on. But it is quite hard. I did try to reach out to Nyungpo. I did send him a long message, but then it is still undelivered. I did get a manuscript I could study on from the media team here, but without an actual teacher, it is quite difficult. So yeah, my sincerest apologies for my slow growth. Also, I do apologize a lot because that's the kind of person I am. Also, I would like to say this again, if you have anyone more suited to this position, do let them come up. It would be more fun, it would be more practical to do it with one more besides me. So yeah, do let them approach the federation. It is nice to have friends here. But until then, let us enjoy the match. So far, other than that advantage THIMPHU City created in the pandemonium inside that final line near Transport United ladies goalpost, despite their level best, Pemacharan did manage to tap one in. And there she is, gets it back again for THIMPHU City. This time Transport United does not relent. But somehow there is a gap. Sunita with that pace does not have the options, goes for a directly left foot. Also, I do not mind the comments at all. It is nice to have honest feedback instead of everyone telling me that I am simply doing good. It gives me a sense of direction as to where I need to improve. So do keep on coming with that. I do appreciate the honesty. I have not taken it to heart at any point. Negatively, I mean. So yeah, keep on what you're doing. It is entertaining. It is nice to know what I need to improve on. So please keep at it. Also, I did, if Nyungpo is listening, I did send you a long message before the season began, because I felt it would simply be wrong if it started without respecting the grades before you. So I did send a long message, but I did not get a response. So yeah, I left it at that. Well, anyways, moving on from everything. THIMPHU City currently with the advantage with one goal. We are approaching the half an hour mark. It is the 23rd minute. So far, Transport United ladies doing a great job, especially down that left flank. They have solid personnel there. Number 21, Kelden Wangmo, and number 11, Ishe, doing a fantastic job. The simple question they need to solve before they fall even deeper is, can they figure out the connection between Jimmy Youngzum and Kelden Wangmo? They are being paired up wonderfully, just can't find the final connection, as there is Sunita Rai for THIMPHU City delivery inside. Youngzum again with the fantastic save. THIMPHU City again, another interception from Jamyang, but this time for THIMPHU City, it seems like Holali is down. The referee finally whistle going to evaluate the situation. It does seem like it is proving to be something serious. The medics are on the scene. And unfortunate for Timber City, it seems like Holali is being walked off. The game back in action. Holali is jogging in the sideline, so it does seems like she will be coming back into this match a bit quicker than expected. And yep, there she is. Concerns for Timber City no longer there. This front trident of Sunita Pemacharan and Holali definitely a threat. Transport United will need to respect that early goal. Did come from multiple opportunities from every angle from those three. But this time again, Pimayang Zom with the easy clean-up for Transport United to kick things off. Brilliant long ball right down the middle. Can they get the second ball? Yes, they do, but it has been sent off high again. This time it is Kellen Wangmo on that right side. Also, to our dear fans in the comments, please do not take everything to heart. It is simply a conversation for the growth of Bhutanese football, which we love and which we enjoy and want to enjoy even more going forward into the future. So please do not take everything to heart. Criticism is required, especially after Nyungpo. I know that I am in a position where a lot of eyes will be on me, a lot of ears will be on me, but I accepted it nonetheless because it is empty, and rather than it being empty, at least if I take up this task and I can fill up the stopgap, I can become the stopgap until someone more capable comes in, it should help Bhutan football grow. Right now we do have, myself included, 2 commentators in Nyungpo and myself. Although I may not be at his level, it is an increase in numbers nonetheless. So until we have a proper community of people who can support the actual footballers who are there out on the ground, well, let's say whatever we want until we get what we want. So yeah, do not take everything to heart. This is simply what we need to do in order to get development going. So until that, let us enjoy the beautiful fight that the 2 teams are putting up right now here in Changlemetang as Timbu City makes another initiative on offense. Holali almost there. Transport United ladies recovering beautifully from that unprecedented attack. Jamyang this time down the middle. Holali is all alone. The number 12 did not see Holali at all. Would have set up a beautiful run had that through ball made its way there. Pemacharan, beautiful bit of footwork. No, she has the pace. Holali has that manpower. Beautiful goalkeeping again from number 16, Pema Yangzom. Transport United down that right flank. Brilliant pass there, but an offside easy call there. bit of a confusion here, but the referee has allowed play to build up in favor of Transport United. Number 11 for THIMPHU City, Priya Kale, was clutching her legs on that right flank for a long while, but seems like she is finally jogging back. Teshuangmo directly on goal. The goalkeeper almost slipped. But this time it seems like Transport United will get the throw in again. A brilliant effort from their number 17. Teshuangmo went directly for a goal. Plenty of power. Could have taken her by surprise. Pooja. The captain doing everything she can to get in simply one initiative on attack. So far, solid job on defense. It is Transport United's centre-backs who are being tasked with the mountainous challenge of guarding Holali Ativo. So much power on that throw-in. It is Transport United, but that high press, very dangerous as always from THIMPHU City. This time she does manage to get past it. There is Rhea, the number 19 for Transport. The goalkeeper way off her line. Bimicharan, brilliant touch. Feet extended, kept it alive. Kamazangmo. Brilliant on that second ball. THIMPHU City. Fantastic pressure there to force that terror from THIMPHU City. Transport United, despite that one goal defeat, looking completely alive. Brilliance from Jimiang Zum, took all of Jamiang Cherin to knock her down. A bit more than 10 minutes remain until the end of the first half. It is Nima Selden for Transport United ladies on that ball. They've almost had success with their set pieces early on, and this time it will go directly to the goal as well. Slightly a bit too off. Pimcharan. Brilliant touch again. This time, Pimehang Zom. Transport United ladies and their goalkeeper especially doing their level best. It is quite an intimidating presence and roster from THIMPHU City that they fielded here in the starting 11. But Transport United not backing down at all. Much respect to these ladies. Pass back to Pujarai, a bit too far forward. To Shawmo, having a solid game so far. This mistake definitely not reflecting the entirety of a game throughout. Exchange of cannons out here in Janglim now. Holali. Pemayang Zum denying that brilliant run from Holali. Holali, her second this time. It goes through the legs of Pemayang Zum. Attempt after attempt. No question as to when it would fall, and fall it does as it now is THIMPHU City 2, Transport United ladies 0. Pemyangzom did all she could, perfect technique, but that slide came in a bit too late, and that was all it took. Fantastic job from Pemyangzom to deny that first, but you did your best in that second one. And it is now Transport United severely on the back foot, 2 goals down. Also, with regards to the language of the commentary, I am wondering myself if I can ever do it in Zonka or Zonglish. It would really be fun. As we know, the Mexican and the Arabic commentaries are always the best ones to listen to. Zonka has that potential too. So who knows, might be a possibility in the future, but as of now, I do not have the clearance to do it in any language other than English. So I will give you an update if ever there is permission to do so. But right now, THIMPHU City is definitely heating up. Hulali did go down with a minor injury, but seems like she is back in full form. Tashiangzom, brilliant pass played out to Chimyangzom. Off to Rayang. Brilliant pass back to Tashiangzom again, but this time that run from Ishe Choden just not there. Hulali. Brilliant check there. Shot straight at Hulali. Hulali against Pemyangzom, this time denying that effort. Clean save from the goalkeeper. Block after block. Pemyangzom chasing Hulali, not quite there yet to bother Pemyangzom. Not quite enough power there. Again on that header, Ryang plays it back to Tashiangzom. Transport United have the options. Chimyangzom off to Ngong Choden. And there it is, stolen again by the hustle from the captain. Hulali offside. Sunita not quite there yet in terms of pace. Started way too back, but they do manage to get a throw in. Throw in for THIMPHU City. This is actually an advantageous position for Transport United. They have been beaten in transition. They have been beaten with pace. But this time, even with this tight defense, Pemyangzom managed to break through. But not quite enough on that connection towards Hulali. Left foot was there. But easy grabs there for Pemyangzom. Ryang. Tashiangzom. Off to Ryang. Can she keep it alive? Yes, she does. Chimyangzom off to that left. Might not be a lady inside for Transport United. It is the Blues. But fantastic job recovering again. Transport United has the man advantage. Pooja making the run on that left flank herself. Brilliant touch on that pass. Makes it right towards the feet of her teammate. Will she get the ball back? Not quite. Brilliant run there. He's shot in. Cross inside. Took Chimyangzom herself by surprise. Would have been a completely different story. The first half, less than 5 minutes to remain. Transport United ladies doing a fantastic job of building up their plays. The only thing they need to do now is to have their number 15 come alive. There it is again, that run. Jameng Churin not quite there with the clearance. Brilliant through ball on that, but was offside. So far, the obvious shining stars in this match, Pemyangzom, Jameng Churin, and Hulali. But Transport United doing a not bad job themselves, fulfilling their roles. No shining star yet, but as a team, they are solid. It is THIMPHU City on the break again. Priya Gale has Jamyang Churin open right foot inside, but held a bit too back on that shot. Left foot not there from Ganga. The clock ticking down, seconds passing by in the blink of an eye. Transport United down by 2. They have the potential to get the answer they want, the reply that they want, the statement they want to make. A goal is definitely not that far away. They simply need a little bit more from their forward. Jamyang is, and Jimmy Yangzum is looking a bit lost. The passes are getting through to her, but she simply needs to expect it a bit more. She is the finish they will need going forward. Pooja, brilliant throw in again. This time it has been intercepted, but they do manage to get it back. Fantastic touch from Pooja to keep it alive. Now Churin, Churin sees the space through. Sunita is up one-on-one, but Yangzum! Brilliant timing again and again from Transport United's goalkeeper. The 2 goals they've conceded coming from unstoppable barrages. Cannon fires against a shield will eventually break it. But a strong performance nonetheless, even early on in that Tensung versus RTC match. We had Tensung's goalkeeper Ngirup Doji performing his best, just got destroyed again and again and again by world-class strikes. Right now, Transport United fighting with every fibre of their being. Only a minute to go until the end of the first half. So far, THIMPHU City, clear advantage, higher chances of getting another goal in, but this time it does fall the way of Transport United. Tashin Azum will get the opportunity to orchestrate again. Fantastic skill there, juked the defender out. Pujarai on that run down that left flank, but this time misjudges contact and it will be sent out for a throw-in. Churin. Brilliant pace on that ball. THIMPHU City off for the races. Pass makes it way middle. Transport United will get to clear it off. Also, I was wondering if I was right or wrong, but Pema Yangzum was indeed the goalkeeper that was from RTC. I do believe that she also joined Transport United ladies for their Nepal campaign behind Sangeeta. As the second goalkeeper, I believe. A solid presence, very tall. And this time is Transport United on the breakaway, has that one-on-one. Can they get the finish in? Not quite! So close, yet so far. We have reached the 45-minute mark, but no signs for additional time. Transport United, ever so close. Rayong, brilliant back pass. Long ball again, but this time no commitment on any forward runs from Transport United. Cleared long, Riang for the second ball. Touch sets up Keldawang more beautifully. But that pass again not quite there yet. Yes, a fantastic goalkeeper, Pema Zom, especially with the performances she's put up today. Solid potential. I do believe she is very young as well. Props to the Transport United ladies goalkeeper, despite the scoreline at the point where it is right now at THIMPHU City. As a team, Transport has shown no weaknesses. Each of their starting 11 has played their level best. And that will be it for the first half with that whistle from the referee. So far, a solid job from Transport United ladies despite the 2-goal advantage from THIMPHU City. It would have been more had it not been for the brilliant defending of Transport United alongside the fantastic goalkeeping from Pema. It will be a hard locker room talk. They will need to figure out that final connection. Their passes, their through balls are going through. They just simply need a runner. They were relying on Jimmy Angzom, but she will need to come alive in the second half if they want to see any chances of coming back into this match. So far, a 2-goal deficit is safe, but it is not as safe as most people think. It is simply 2 shots away. It will be a huge job for head coach Ishwang Chu for Transport United. But right now, it is where it stands right now. THIMPHU City 2, Transport United ladies 0. So far, brilliant football, no disappointments, personally speaking. But I do believe they have plenty more to show. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, this was your commentator, Ugentesh Dochi. Thank you all for your discussions in the comment section. I always appreciate your feedback. Please do respect each other as well. We are all working for the same goal of growing Bhutan football as a nation, as a community of fans of Bhutanese football and fans of football in of itself. So, do take things lightly, do be serious when it comes to progress, and do let me know if you have any feedback for us that we can take realistically as well. We are open to everything. We do know that we are lacking in so many ways and are working hard for it, although the results are very slow to show. But until then, it was fun. It was nice. Ladies and gentlemen, see you again in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, Kuzangpo and welcome back again to the exciting face-off. Despite what the scoreline says in this face-off between THIMPHU City Women's and Transport United Ladies. Right now, THIMPHU City with the clear advantage. Pema Churin, a goal under her name. And therefore in signing Holalia Tivo with a goal to her name as well. But so far we have not seen Transport United break down. Their goalkeeper Pema Angzum has made excellent save after save after save. Their defense has held down. Just that the unstoppable barrage of attacks from THIMPHU City has managed to breach the solid backline twice. And given the number of attempts they've made on the goal, it is not unsurprising at all. As there is Transport United Ladies, they have been accurate with those through balls. This time they will be as well. Will they have someone to take advantage of that cleanup? Do manage to get a corner this time for themselves. It would have been a hard locker room conversation with their head coach Ishwanshu. Transport United did make some strides but just couldn't find the finish to put themselves on the scoreline as well. So far, RTC Women's have made the biggest victory of all, the best opening segment possibly ever, with an 8-0 win against Borough Women's FC, the first and second. Yesterday, it was Tirang versus United Finsling, ended up in a 1-1 draw. And right now, THIMPHU FC looking to widen their gap. There is Sunita. She has Holali if she wants to pass it there, but Sunita will cut in. Has Pema Churin, has Holali, but the pass nowhere near Holali, racing against Pema Angzum, but the offside flag has been raised. Close call there. Sunita has the pace, did not go through with it fully. But no matter, it is Transport United on that recovery. Brilliant decisions from Transport United. They are not holding on to the ball at all. They are not being selfish whatsoever. All their passes are coming after 3 or 4 touches. Tashi Angzum has been the dominant holder for Transport United's possession. And this time again, fantastic positioning. Anyone's ball at this point, Pema Churin does come away with it. Her footwork and flair unmatched in this game. Brilliant pass there as well. But it will be close down as Nima Selden makes that race. And THIMPHU City have themselves a corner. Only 3 minutes into the second half, and so far so many chances created. THIMPHU City definitely playing at the levels expected of the top team. Transport United, despite giving up their foreign players, are not backing down at all. The 2 goals from THIMPHU City, as I said, well earned, but Transport United putting up a solid fight as that cross is played back. There is that left foot deflected off of that defender. Left foot again. This time Pooja takes it onto herself to send it off out of bounds, and it will be throw in for THIMPHU City. Block after block, well-timed challenge after challenge. Nima Selden with that first. Sunita has that one-on-one, still has the ball. The double team finally comes, and Rayang almost spoke to Luis Jamyang, a bit inaccurate with her pass, a bit too short. But Transport United now with the initiative, beautiful cutback from Ishchurin. Ngawang, brilliant pass up front, she was onside, but misjudged the trajectory and was sent back to their own half. Pema Churin fighting for that ball, but Pooja too strong. Brilliant timing on that challenge, in fact, strong challenge there. But Jimmy Angzum, Transport United have the advantage. Jimmy Angzum is offside, will go directly for a shot. Definitely a well-earned shot, which we know that these ladies can make. If you watch that 10-0 win against Macau we played with the national squad here in Chang Limitang, you definitely saw that shot from Namgal Tema, from RTC, from distance. Plenty of power, minimal dip. Definitely never underestimate these ladies. The level they are playing are well beyond what the average man could ever do. And what a fun sight it is. Jamil wins that second ball. Bimchurin blocked second time. Olali. Riang sends it clear off number 28. Off to the races down that left flank. Well-timed challenge to send it out of bounds. Transport United. Same story as the first half, lacking that final connection. Offside flag raised again. Timber City. Frequent changes in possession. Offside flag has been raised, but no matter. Powerful long pass from Timber City. Sunita can't quite keep it alive. A bit too ambitious, a bit too much flair on that ball. Throw in for Transport to Shangzong. Brilliant back pass. There again, the unselfish plays from Transport United. Their passes are definitely on point. They are releasing that ball quickly. Kim Yang-zom this time is onside. But that pass went left. Brilliant header. Holali has options. Plays it back to Jamyang. Jamyang, left foot inaccurate. Holali does manage to force that recovery. That burst of speed against Pema Yang-som. Her reads are on point today. What promise from the goalkeeper of Transport United as that brilliantly timed through ball makes its way towards Timber City's goal post, but a fantastic read from the other side as well as Pema launches it off to that side. Chamyang, forced clearance. Pema Yang-zom will get to clear it off. Definitely a quiet stretch. Transport United still does not seem like they found the answer. Coming back into this match, they are playing reliably. All of them are making pinpoint passes. It's just that passing does not convert itself into goals. Chamyang, a bit too hard on that header. Shangzong will get to set things in motion as there are the Transport United ladies making that run down to that left, severely outnumbered. In a moment of panic, sent it back with the flick. But they do manage to get a recovery in. Churin, a bit too relaxed on that pass, did not have the runner committing to that overlap. And again, another attack fizzles out for Transport United ladies. Transport United. Possession in quite a dangerous area. There is Teshwangmo. The header cannot keep it alive. The defender forced to send it out. Transport United ladies definitely making ever so slow but progress nonetheless towards their opponents' half. But breached in an instant. Pimachurin off for the races, setting up Holali. Sunita making a brilliant run down to the left. Holali deciding to take things for herself. Cross goes inside Pimayangzum. What a match for number 16 in goal for Transport United. Brilliant escape to that press, high press from Timber City. Sharp passes, Jimmy. Back to Ngong. Teshwangmo will get the chance to work her magic again, but Jamyang Churin everywhere on this ground. So many interceptions. The ball is still in the air. Apologies for the silence, but there was a guy here in Jianglimentang who was screaming his lungs out, wanting the attention of the ref. And we do apologize for the lack of the ground sound, but as I said, we had to divide our equipment between the broadcast up there in RTC and here. And our equipment here malfunctioned, so we are lacking the ground sound that we definitely do need to work on for the immersion. But it is Transport United. Tashi, a brilliant pass down on that left. No defense inside. Will she get the shot off right? Left foot! Off the woodworks. The goalkeeper might have gotten a hand in. And it does seem like she has. Brilliant effort from that left side. Transport United finally looking alive, as they earned themselves a corner after that brilliant attempt. Transport. Corner. Play it low. Directly into the goal post. The own goal we didn't get in the men's game. We get it now. Brilliant delivery from the corner. It is a failed interception that puts them 1 to Thimphu City's 2. How unfortunate, but that goal was coming for Transport United ladies, one way or the other. Regrets will be filling the minds of the Thimphu City players right now. Reong against Sunita. Forces enough pressure to get the ball back. Teshwang, more brilliant lift on that ball, but just can't quite get it past over the centre back. Still anyone's ball. Transport United do manage to get it under control, but it is poked away. Kramazangmo setting up the beautiful run from Holali, Pemangzom. This time Pemangzom is beat, but so is Holali. Too much strength behind that poke. And it will be a goal kick for Transport United ladies. What a run from 28. With one back in the scoreline, Transport United finally might see the opening that they need. Their forwards definitely have the advantage against the defenders of Thimphu City. It is simply the strikers, the three up front for THIMPHU City, that is giving them a hard time. But with Transport United's personnel up front matched up against THIMPHU City's backline, it is an even game. They do have the advantage. The only question is when they will realize it. That one attempt was fantastic. Were not banking on a mistake from the defenders, but definitely were blessed by it. And with that, THIMPHU City wanting a goal back is making a solid run down that left flank. There is Sunita. Can she get a touch in? Not quite. And it will be a goal kick. Waited too long. Had that first touch if she wanted to get a shot off. But that first touch delayed into the second. Gave enough time for Plymouth and the defender to react. Throw in for Transport United. Scramble there for that ball. Jameng does manage to launch that ball towards Holali. Holali, pass intercepted easily. Well read there by the defense. Solid presence from Gangai at the back. Brilliant pass there from Tashi. Just can't quite beat it. Defender Tenuongmo in the way. Holali is down, is on her knees. The referee has not noticed yet. Ball still in play. Transport United might have the advantage. THIMPHU City has possession. The referee still no attention to Holali, who seems to be grimacing on the ground. But THIMPHU City do have a clear advantage, making a fast break down that right cross delivered inside. Can Sunita finish? Not again, as a goal kick has been awarded. Holali seems to be up, but finally there is that attention as another sub comes in. This time it is Holali being subbed out, and coming in is Sangmo, number 30 for THIMPHU City. Valiant effort from Holali gave them the goal that put them up 2. As Transport United ladies is heating up. Can this break after substituting off Holali be the chance they desperately need to get back into this, Jimmy? Transport United are onside. Ball on that left flank. Can they find a delivery inside? They do, but it is intercepted. Jamyang cannot quite clear it off. Collision at her clearance. Sunita, unfortunate. Too heavy on that touch. Jamyang still down. Does manage to crawl back. A brilliant touch on that to set up Rayong. Rayong, can she get to it fast? Close calls again and again. Strong strike there, Jamil. Sends it back. Transport United do manage to get away with the interception. Still Transport. Ganga manages to kickstart the offense. And after a bit of ricocheting here and there, Transport still has the ball somehow. Frantic clearances from Karma. But Transport does get the ball. There is that beautiful setup from Kelvin Wangmo. Can they take advantage? Kelvin gets the ball back left-footed, low-driven. Not quite enough lift to bother the goalkeeper, and it will be an easy turnaround. Sunita definitely struggling in this match. Finally, a brilliant pass towards Pimachurin. Expected coverage down that right wing. Slight miscommunication, but nothing they will have to worry about. There is still a solid half an hour left. And at the scoreline being 2 for Timber City, 1 for Transport United, it is anyone's game in fact. Jamyang. Again, what a wonderful job. So much energy in that girl. Has so many interceptions, has forced so many turnovers this game. Her presence, I believe, more crucial than her forwards. Flag has been raised. It will be a throw-in for Timber City. A quiet stretch after that brilliant exchange a couple minutes ago. And right now both teams are trying to find their footing again. Right now Timber City definitely losing the mind games against Transport United. They are able to get more of the loose balls, more of the second chances. And there again Tashi. Will it be perfect pace to be the goalkeeper? Clearance fails. But then Omo does have enough pace to get back under that ball herself. And able to keep it inside the line, and it will be a throw-in for Transport United ladies. Tanin, clearance of her own defender, but this time does manage to send it far and away. Might lose her balance. Does manage to recover. Jimmy Churin off to that left. Jamyang again. A pain for the Transport United midfield. The press finally coming from a clean pass off. Churin off to Rayang. Churin almost loses the ball, but lucky for her teammates do manage to connect. Handball. Kanga probably stepped on, I think. Transport United might very well be a chance for their forwards to regroup. Brilliant strike there, the defender. Off to Transport United after that failed clearance. Again, as there is Kelvin Wangmo with the strength. Delivered inside, but no manpower. Again, they were. Jimmy was expecting that back pass. Repositioned herself behind her, and that pass went straight to the middle. Even after the halftime break, the issues with Transport United still seem to be the same. Shot from distance, the goalkeeper almost slips. A percentage of a bit more power to that shot, and Jimmy might have made it her way towards that ball, but it is Sunita unleashed down on that left flank for THIMPHU City. Has options to play, but that ball sets that offense back instead. Pass intercepted. Anyone's ball. Transport wins the aerial battle. Can they keep possession alive? Throw in favor of THIMPHU City. Both teams struggling to bear any sort of fruit from all that labor in midfield. This time it seems like THIMPHU City will get a clean look. Attack progressing down that left. Pemacharan gets it back. Ball sent middle. Jamyang takes the shot for herself. Foot a bit too under that ball and it flies off. Transport United. Simple save, simple deflection. Jimmy, plenty of pleasure, forces that header off to that left, but can't quite keep it under control as Keldon Wongmo. Another throw-in for THIMPHU City. Both teams having difficulty in finding that finish. THIMPHU City looked dangerous with Holali on the field, but with her gone, it seems like this is a completely different team. Transport United. Does manage to keep possession alive. Ngong Charan. Reang. Challenge from behind, but brilliant job from THIMPHU City in getting it back. Sunita on that left again. Her lane cut off. Forced to switch sides. This time Pooja with that header to send things back. Brilliant through ball, sends it right between the captain and the defender. Has that right foot if she wants, but a bit too late. Pemacharan hands it off to Sunita. Left foot will go off Pimayangzom. The second shot, and there is that header to make it 3. No Holali, no worry for THIMPHU City, as their super sub comes in. Easy header off of Pimayangzom's. Decision to send that ball off. Thought there was no one. Instead of grabbing, sent it off. And costly punishment for Transport United as THIMPHU City make it 3. Transport United, their options definitely getting lower and lower. They are making the right decisions, they are making the right plays, they are making the right passes, but at some point one of them simply needs to go. Solid job with their build-up, but at this point they need a finisher as there are 2 subs coming in. Reang, solid job coming off, and coming in instead is Ngong Chukyuangmo, and at the same time substitution for THIMPHU City. It will be Karma Sangmo coming out, and it will be Reta Rai stepping in. Definitely changes from the coaches, tactical changes from the coaches. All 22 on the field, capable of executing properly. The caliber of these players are simply that amazing, but at this point, Transport United, heavily on the back foot, will need an answer, and they want it quick. Less than 15 minutes remain in this match. As THIMPHU City take it down that right flank again, this time beautiful defense. Sunita taking that corner for THIMPHU City. A rough first hour for number 13, but finally alive. In the last few minutes, Pembayang this time manages to grab onto that ball. Solid. No doubt, no chance for THIMPHU City as she launches it up front. There is Jimmy. Does manage to get the deflection off. It is his Churin. Again, miscommunication, but they do manage to recover again. Finally cleared off. Sunita was offside. Pembayang will have to make the run forward herself. Base that run front. Solid power from the goalkeeper on that long ball. Sunita gets it back. Jamyang. Touch might have been a bit too much. There is the substitution on Chukiwangmo. As the minutes drag on, Transport United definitely losing their calm and composure. The formation is breaking down as there again another brilliant through ball out to that right flank, and they make another use of that opportunity. Pass played short this time. Unable to hold her own. Loses balance, loses the ball, and Transport United immediately setting off on the counter attack. But Pemachurin denying. Pass sent out to Sunita, THIMPHU City. Shot from Sunita. Pembayang leaving no room for doubt again. That one mistake that set in motion THIMPHU City's third goal. Held on a bit too long with that touch. But it is off to the races again as Yishe makes that cut in. A reckless pass there from the goalkeeper. A direct attempt. A bit off to that shot from Tashi. Had the arc, had the power. Had it been slightly towards the right, would have been a different story right now. Pemachurin. Pass played middle. Ambitious there from number 30. So far the goals from THIMPHU City coming by way of the new subs. Number 30, Sangmo, Pemachurin, and number 28 who was subbed for Lali Ativo. Pemachurin. Throw in right down the middle. Sunita gets a shoulder in. Sangmo. Pokes it off to Pemachurin, who keeps it alive. Pembayang way off her line. Brilliant through ball. Can THIMPHU City finish? She has that shot. Took too long on that wind up. And the ball has been forced out. Brilliant on that break by THIMPHU City. Just couldn't find the finish. Sangmo off to Jamyang. Tenuangmo off to Sunita. Sunita has the pace, but the defender is there to match it. Sunita, beautiful cut back. Has the advantage, has the inside, but brilliant timing on that tackle to send it off. Tashiwangmo definitely the heartbeat of this new Transport United team. Is the orchestrator of their offense from back. And in that crucial moment, brilliant challenge against Sunita, who had the pace, had the speed, had the burst. Milliseconds remain. Corner for THIMPHU City. Ball played low. City couldn't quite keep it under control. But Sunita will try again, sends it middle. And the offside flag has been raised. No call there from the referee. Was a handball, but THIMPHU City does lose advantage. Sunita. Apologies. Throw in, played short, THIMPHU City. Caught somewhere between a cross and a shot. And way off it goes. Transport United this time, no initiative. Can't even cross the halfway line with the pressure coming from THIMPHU City. Jamyang and Bemachuran, a dangerous partnership in the middle. And brilliant footwork there, finally stopped. Open runner on that left. Jimmy, can she set her teammate up? Yes, she can. A bit far off to that right, but should be plenty enough for Yichicharan to work with. Desperate. Cross played inside and THIMPHU City forced to send it off for a throw-in. Yichi could have made that effort after that ball, but it is what it is, and THIMPHU City get a goal kick. Definitely a quiet match. THIMPHU City getting the bigger slice of the cake in terms of attack, but definitely not baked yet. There is that pass again, fantastic clearance, brilliant power. THIMPHU City's goalkeeper, despite the strong performance, has been slipping up time and time again, making passes right towards Transport United. About 5 minutes remain until the end of this whistle. Transport United definitely look like they will not be coming back into this match. They did get that one goal by a way of a forced error from their defender. But so far they have not shown any signs of a win condition yet. THIMPHU City, on the other hand, have solid strikers up front who can give them a goal whenever they want. The defenders are a bit shaky, but the goals from their strikers are all that matters in the scoreline that we have right now. Sunita, a struggling game for the number 13. Brilliant pass in the middle to Zangmo. Can Pemangzum save it? Yes, he does! The wonderful shot-stopping ability from the goalkeeper again and again on display here at Changlimitang. THIMPHU City Women's. Definitely the stronger side today. Transport, although old reliable, has not found an answer to get a goal up front. The number 15, definitely capable, but having an off game. Constant miscommunications with her team will have to be a question that their head coach will have to solve, as there is another substitution coming in for Transport United as Jimmy Azum is being taken out, and instead inside is Youngsil Ligson, number 22 for Transport United. Number 22 is going up front. Less than 5 minutes remain. Will she be the answer that they desperately need? They have the equation. They simply need to press equals to. Brilliant move there again and again by Pimachuran. Completely outclassing everyone else in terms of skill, as there is Tashi. Her pass as solid as always. Intercepted. Transport United might have the advantage, but Jamyang again on fire today. Her reads on Transport United's passes have been phenomenal. Long ball played out. Youngsel. The fresh legs definitely working their best. Sunita juked her defender out. She has the pace to keep that ball alive. But too much pace on the ball. It will be a throw-in for Transport United. United. City get the ball. Costly mistake. Might set Transport in motion. Teshazum will go directly. But held a bit too much. Held back a bit too much. That was, in fact, the best decision they could have made at this point. They need to go all out. City's goalkeeper is not having the best of her days. And it will only take one of them to bring them into odds of coming back with an equalizer. It is still a very realistic possibility that they might come into this match. There is that wonderful steal off of the captain. Brilliant pace on that ball. Barely keeps it alive, I think. Ball sent inside the goalkeeper this time. Powerful throw-in. Wanted to bait it out, but THIMPHU City, brilliant job keeping it alive. Shot from distance. Way off to that left. Sunita is after that. 4 minutes have been added. Jamyang there again. Another interception. Was onside, left foot deflected, I believe. Was not. Referee will award goal kick. At this point in the match, it is all but over for Transport United. So far in the BOB Women's National League, RTC 1 win, a massive 1 win, with an 8-goal deficit against second place last season, Borough Women's FC. The second match, Tsirang and United Finchley. Relatively casual 1-1. Today, very, very capable teams, but Transport United simply couldn't find the answer at the finish line. Thimphu City, three goals courtesy of their foreign signing Olali Ativo, their captain Pimachurin Sirring, number 6, and their super sub Zangmo, number 30. Pimachurin again, a pestering defense in midfield. Pimachurin doing a great job dropping back, helping out Jamangchurin with her remarkable efforts, denying Transport United so many opportunities of building up. Brilliant effort to get to that ball. About 1 more minute to go. Thimphu City. Initiative, a left-footed pass, perfect. Stolen away by City again. The defense pressing, that touch a bit too heavy. United will recover, might very well be their last chance. Hopefully they don't send it the way of Jamangchurin, who's been pestering it all that way, but even if she doesn't, Pimachurin is there as well. Any second until the referee decides to call it a day and end the game. Transport United might very well be their last opportunity. Brilliant job retaining possession. There's the sub, let it roll. Offside. Clutches at straws. The feeling for Transport United ladies. Although the football from their side has been perfect, their passes are on point, their defense has been holding it down, their goalkeeper completely exceptional. The goals simply aren't falling their way. On the other hand, Thimphu City. And there is the whistle to signal the end of this brilliant display of football. There were stretches where it was quiet, there were stretches where it seems like they were struggling, but it was beautiful football from these ladies. Transport United, job well done despite the loss. And Thimphu City, what an intimidating presence up front. And Sunita, who had an off game today, definitely struggled, definitely did not contribute as much of an impact as was expected of her. Pimachurin and Jamangchurin, unescapable in midfield, went after every ball, every pass. There's so many interceptions between the two of them, and need I say about Olali Ativo, so much pace, so much power. Definitely a threat to look forward to. She did seem like she was being bothered by a minor injury, but hopefully she will be back for their next match. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful game tonight. We end Thimphu City Women's 3 to Transport United Ladies 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this was your commentator Ogintesh Toji, finally signing off for the day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do let us know if there are any ways we can improve with our broadcast here. But at the same time, let's hope for a better football in the days forward.